All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am going to get this off my chest today, answer some questions that I received, which is one that I feel like is just like asked in so many different ways. And that is, so many people are tied or attached to day trading for the simple fact that they think they can make quick, fast money. Is there such a thing? Let's talk about that, guys. Sit back, watch the intro, and we're going to jump right into the video of talking about, can you get rich from trading quick? So the simple answer, can you make fast money in 2023 simply day trading? Okay, the future markets or any particular market? Look, the simple answer to that can be yes and no, all right? I'm going to say no in most instances because most people do not know how to trade correctly, okay? You've got to understand that, all right? It's not just one of those things that you can just pick up overnight, read a book on, and then the next day start making money. Now, lots of people do get lucky. I call it luck, okay? Meaning that they may go on a winning streak for a few days or whatever the case is, maybe a week, could be 2 weeks. And then they think they can just start trading. So they dump large amounts of money into a brokerage or to a trading account. And then the moment they do that, they quickly find out that what they, that luck they had before, it just kind of just fell off. Okay. And then they start losing money. All right. Most people go or experience the issue of blowing accounts. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that. They blow through accounts time and time again, and they can't quite figure out why and how are they doing that when they were making money, whether they were sim or demo trading from the beginning, to test to see if they were experienced enough to start day trading after reading a book or two or whatever the case is. Man, let me tell you something. This goes men and women, okay? Guys, everybody in general. Let me tell you, trading there's no such thing as a holy grail. I don't care what no one says, okay, about there's such a holy grail in trying to sell you some scheme or program or course to get you to buy into it, to tell you, trade this program, it's the holy grail, and you're going to make money and be successful overnight. I'm not saying that or bashing anyone that has a great trading course, whatever the case is, because I'm sure there are courses or individuals that have great programs that could help new beginners or traders out there, okay? Now, basically what I'm just trying to get you to understand is that there's no fast or quick way to actually go about making money turnkey overnight when it comes to day trading. You see so many schemes out there. It doesn't matter what particular industry or market, when I say market, I mean other industries or businesses, whatever the case is, that you see on YouTube or these advertisements teaching, or not teaching, but showing people that they can buy into a program and then, overnight start making money. It could possibly work. I'm not saying it won't. But the thing is, what's the longevity behind it? They throw up these big numbers out there to show or entice individuals that become rich, make $100,000 in a month by doing this, or whatever the case is. It's like, how much money do you have to put into or buy into something to allow you or put you in a position to be able to make that kind of money? Or is it even true? So I'm not going to sit here and bash every program or course out there, regardless of the industry or whatever the case is, but we're talking about trading here, all right? Because going back to it's the same thing. There are lots of programs out there that I see just kind of floating through YouTube. Advertisements pop up on my end. I'm sure just as they do on your end, saying that, I've won 400 trades in a row, or I've watched and buy this program here and I'll teach you the right way to trade. You have to pick. It's kind of the winner the draw type thing. Pick and choose what makes sense to you. You have to feel and go through the weeds and feel yourself through and figure out, does this work? Will it work? I don't know. You can sense the trustworthiness in individuals when you kind of, me personally, it's like one of those things to where I meet someone within the first 5 minutes, I can tell, do they know what they're talking about? Can they be trustworthy? Are they a humble person? You got to kind of read people. The same way we read these charts, you kind of got to read people and see how genuine and how honest they are, okay? So, and I would steer away from programs that cost thousands of dollars to buy into to teach you something, okay? Those are probably just companies or individuals that are looking to really get rich quick off of you. You know, you're thinking that you want to make fast money and get rich. Guess what? They're getting richer. They're getting rich quicker than you will ever be. Because look, if you're spending $1,000 on the same on a program or trading course or class, whatever the case is, and then the next person's doing that. Look, just think about the hundreds or thousands of individuals that are doing that just as well, captured by that advertisement, that marketing, program that they put together, whatever the case is, to get you to buy into that. They're making money very fast, all right? And they probably don't even day trade or trade at all, regardless of the markets, So if you want to be able to, make money, I'm not going to say quick money or fast money, because to me, there's no such thing as making money fast or quick, unless you're doing what? Doing something illegal, all right? And please don't do that, because we all know where that ends up, for every individual. So if you want to make money trading and make it the honest way, you're going to have to put in the time and put in the work. I've said that in videos before, because we have to gain the experience. It's like anything else in life. You have to gain the experience, because trading is not, there's no science to trading, okay? It's purely an art, all right? It's like you're crafting something to become great at something. It's an art, and you have to understand what's going on when we look and read these charts each and every day, because they're always doing something different, okay? Now, that's not to say the strategy that you may have put together that works or devised that works, you stick with that strategy. Always say don't deviate from what works. If it's not broke, then why try to fix it? You ever heard that saying before? It's so true. Do not try to fix something that is not broken. If it's making you money, then continue using it, all right? There's not to say that you won't have to maybe tweak things or kind of change things or as traders, we're always having to do our homework, go back and back test and forward test all the time, all right? And there's a reason behind that, you must understand that. So, look, there is no quick or fast way to making money. I said yes and no, meaning for the simple fact is we know that anything in life that allows you to make money in an instance like that, then you're doing it's a catch to it, okay? And it's probably not the honest way of going about making money the correct way, okay? Now, is there such thing as making fast money once you know how to trade? Yes, because you can make money within a matter of 10 minutes, half an hour, just depending on how the market's actually moving. If you have the right setup coming about that you're looking for to trade your strategy with, yes, you can make fast money trading. Whatever market it is. It could be futures, options, forex, doesn't really matter the market. But the key to it is understanding and knowing how to trade, all right? Put in the time and putting in the homework so that you can become a successful trader that each and every morning when you wake up, if your plan is to trade for an hour or to trade for 2 hours, whatever the case is, all right, think about it. Lots of people out here having to go to work and work, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day, whatever the case is, no matter, depending on the job they actually work. But just imagine being able to make money within 30 minutes or an hour or in 2 hours, okay? If you have a budget, I'm not saying a budget, but a goal of making $1,000 a day or making $500 a day or making $2,000 a day. Is it realistic? Yes, it definitely is realistic. Most people make a lot more money than that trading, but it just depends on, just factors, if you know how to do it correctly, if you got a solid trading plan and a strategy that you can trade with, as well as you have, large enough amount of capital to be able to trade or to leverage a certain amount of money out of your trading account to put on, into the market to be able to maybe one and done trade, putting on 10 contracts, 20 contracts, you're done, and you're up $5,000 for the day, okay? Yes, fast money in that instance of being able to make a good amount of money within a short period of time, yes, okay? If you know how to do it correctly, I'll say that again, all right? If you know how to do it correctly and have a solid trading plan and a strategy that works for you day in and day out, okay? Nothing is 100%, we know that in life, okay? Nothing is guaranteed. We know that trading is one of the riskiest things that probably any individual can do when it comes to tied to money. Okay, I'm not saying it's the riskiest thing in life that a person can do, because we know for sure there are tons of things that a person can do, jumping off or skydiving off of a cliff and not knowing the end result, just by hopes of everything working out mechanically once you take that leap. Okay, the same thing here. We're taking a leap of faith, but we're only taking that leap of faith with boundaries, meaning the fact is that going back to you must know how to trade correctly. So please do yourself a favor, learn how to trade correctly, all right? Yes, and I'm going to tell you the key to the understanding, you don't need a bunch of loaded indicators to your chart. if you trade with EMAs or SMAs or RSIs or MACDs, whatever it is you trade with, do not rely 100% on that. Do not rely even maybe, 50% or 75%, whatever the case is. Those indicators are lagging, okay? If you want to trade the correct way, I'm going to tell you, because this happened to me. Be honest with yourself, heed to what you're doing, and understand, I'm telling you that indicators will cause you maybe sometime to be or allow you to make money. You thinking that, if these two things cross, or I'm gonna follow this indicator as long as the market's trending to the upside, and on pullbacks I'm gonna jump in once that once I get a pullback to that indicator, whatever the case is. Yeah, it may work, but sometimes it may not work. So I've learned in the past the right way to actually trade is to take everything off your charts, trade from a naked chart. If you could trade from the beginning, listen to what I'm saying. If you could trade from a naked chart starting fresh, because I had to do this. I had to clean slate everything. I had to take everything off my chart and learn how to read price action, but I had to understand market structure. Market structure and price action is where it's at, okay? If you could trade by understanding what's going on in the market, read the market, and reading price action, you will be able to make money without anything loaded to your chart. Those indicators, I guess, provide more so like a guide in a sense, if you want to think about it that way. It's kind of how we're driving on the highway and you have the, I say the cross guards or the rails on the side of the road, they're making sure we don't go off the boundaries of the road or wherever the case is. Those metal guards you see, sometimes they're concrete barriers or whatever it is when you're on the highway. The same thing. It's kind of just to not say direct traffic, but to keep us in flow and movement of things so that we do not deviate or so that we do not go off course in a sense. So once we see a lot of traders, once we see price break below an EMA or SMA, they say, oh, the market's changing direction. I'm not going to be no longer going long because it's broke below that indicator line or whatever the case is. Kind of the same thing. It's, it kind of just guides us or keeps us in the right path of things. All right. So trust yourself. Be able to read a chart without having anything loaded to your chart. All right. I'm just going to give you that piece of advice. I mean, for me, I trade pure price action, and I say being able to understand market structure. You got to be able to read market structure. You got to be able to understand what the market is doing, because the market can do what? It can reverse at any given point. All right. So we're just looking with the flow, go with the flow of the structure of the market and being able to understand and read price action as the market is moving. So yes, you can make money if you do know how to, and you can make it quick. Okay. You can make it fast every single day. As long as you're seeing those setups that you're looking for come about, you trade that strategy, all right? And you can be done within a half an hour or 2 hours a day. And then let's say you get in at 9:30, you're done by 11:30. You get in at 9:30, you're done by 10:30, whatever the case is. Most people are working from 8 to 5 or 9 to 6. And that's a whole day's worth of work when you've just made probably two or three amount of more money than they have in just one day's worth of pay. Okay, I'm not bashing anyone who works full time and makes a great salary, or even if you don't, make a great salary, but you're doing it because you need you need to pay your bills. But just stay focused on that too. You have to. Everyone has to get to a point in life to where they're kind of moving towards their dream or goal. Just take a little bit each time, a little bit away from your check each day, put it into account, and you'll get there. It takes time. I've been there. I know what it's like. All right. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, it's yay and nay, no and yes. Okay. So like I said, yes, you can make quick money or fast money day trading. Once you know how to do it correctly, once you know how to trade correctly. No, if you are starting out thinking that you're going to make some money overnight, throwing money into an account, if that happens, it's purely luck, okay? It's not going to sustain or work out forever, all right? I'm not a genius. Maybe you are a genius. Maybe you can figure it out one day. Hey, kudos to you. But most people, trading is an art, okay? It's something that you have to be able to, this is everything, okay? You have to be able to read what's going on those charts day in and day out, all right? So it's not just something for me that I was able to figure out just overnight. So don't allow someone to entice you, to tell you that, hey, you buy my program, which costs $2,500, you're going to be able to make that kind of money back tenfold and within a month's time once you learn how to trade. And I teach you how to trade within 1 week's time, okay? Don't believe stuff like that. You've got to be able to be logical and kind of use your mind and your brain to think, does this even make sense? Does it even sound right? You know how the old saying is, if it sounds too good to be true, then it's more likely it's not. Understand that, okay? That's true in all instances, pretty much. I mean, if it just sounds way too good to be true, to where I could spend $2,500 and then within a month's time, I'm going to be making $25,000. Come on, think about it. All right, a month, $25,000 a month. Plus, who wants to pay $25 to $100 for someone's trading course? I mean, think about it. Someone charging that kind of money for a course or a program, it just doesn't add up to me, because I look at it, maybe it's just me. Maybe the fact is I'm sitting here and I'm giving away information and knowledge for free of charge because, it's through experience, I just feel like passing information along, if you become wise, become knowledge about something, why not just pass it forward, to help someone else out? It can change someone else's life. And to me, that's what it's about, is changing other people's lives. And where it's not tied to some monetary amount of money or significant amount of money to where other people look at it and say, oh, well, this person charged $2,500. And if they get 100 people to sign up for it, or 1,000 people to sign up for it, or 10,000 people to sign up for it, they are becoming successful and becoming rich off of, people that have the hopes and inspiration or inspired to become traders and learn, how to become. It's a devastating feeling to where, you're taking money that you don't have or money that you put away for savings to buy a course and it doesn't really help you out none, everything that someone said to you, oh, buy this course here. I can prove to you where you become successful and make $25,000 a month or $10,000 consistently each month or whatever it may be. You buy into something like that and then it doesn't work out for you at all. I hear people say that all the time, how they bought a course and it didn't work out and they spent thousands of dollars dumping money into these programs or courses that went nowhere, and they're back to the same drawing board over and over and over again. It's frustrating. So to me, that's why I just feel like I never drop a dime into anyone's course, because I feel like I've always felt like this. If someone else can do it and learn how to do it the right way, meaning the fact is they learn how to get to where they want it to be. It may have taken time and they may have had to, knock down some barriers, but they kind of learned themselves, taught themselves, because there's so much information out there today. It's not like how it was when I was younger and I was coming about, and it was harder to gain information without going to the right corner, going to the right person, and you had to know someone to get into that corner. Today, the information is right here at our fingertips. It's all online. It's just up to us to be able to read or to weed through what we feel is, what works and may not work, okay? And that just comes through trial and error, having to test and test, over and over to see what works and doesn't. If something works, we jot it down, we take notes on it, move on. So those are the things that, as traders, you have to be leery about, because a lot of people are impulsive type individuals. And if you're an impulsive individual, I would forewarn you to try to do away with that characteristic or trait that you may have, because being impulsive, it will turn or lead you to, and that's part of your personality. When you start to trade and you have an account, you're going to blow that account more so, because if you're impulsive in your ways of life, and that is even trying to fast track to learn something by taking money and throwing it in a certain direction to learn how to trade, then you're going to be impulsive in your own trading, okay? You jump into it, you're going to start taking trades left and right, and then you're going to get frustrated with yourself. And trust me, because I see this time and time again, frustration leads to people doing what? To quitting, all right? So if you are an irrational or impulsive type person, you're going to have to do away with that. But that's a whole different video that ties back into psychology. So I don't want to really go into detail about that. But I just want to simply make this video to let you guys know, yes and no, there's two sides to it. Yes, you can make money quick or fast. But like I said, it's only going to work if you know how to trade correctly and you really know how to read the market. Meaning read your charts and have a strategy devised that works for you in trading these markets, whatever market you trade, okay? No, if you're hoping that or thinking the fact is that, hey, I got the capital, I got the money, I'm going to drop it in here. I'm going to, throw a Hail Mary overnight and I'm going to make, I'm going to make $20,000 the next trading day. Because I got a lot of money. I'm sitting on, so I'm gonna throw it in my account, and then I'm gonna flip that money and become successful overnight. No, okay. I'm not saying it may not work. If it does, at some point you're gonna get burnt, okay? Because you can't just follow the trend of the market every single time and think that, I'm gonna throw money in the market. Oh, the market's pushing hard to the upside. I'm gonna throw money in it and start buying. On every little dip back. Yeah, it may work. But like I said earlier in this video, there's a point when the market is going to reverse and you're going to take a pullback, moving back to the upside, thinking the market's pushing higher, and it's setting itself up to reverse. And guess what? You lost a lot of money because, one, you don't know where to get out at, okay? You don't know where to get out at, all right? You're just thinking the market's going to pull back a little deeper and then turn back around. And then it keeps on going, in the opposite direction of the trade you're taking. So that's why it's extremely important to know, like I say so many times, when you get into a trade, before you get into a trade, like I say, know where to get out at, meaning take your profit target, and know where to get out at as well if the market goes back against you, all right? All right, you got to tighten up on things, you got to be able to have a plan before you even get into that trade. Read the market. Read that chart to say, all right, I'm going to get in here, but before I get in here, I'm going to say that I'm going to get out at this particular price level. If price starts to come back against me, I'm not going to allow it to come past this particular point of price level as well. So getting in and getting out, your exit point on both ends, okay, top to bottom, or depending on the direction of the market you're trading, okay. So that's all I want to talk about today, guys. Be smart, be wise. Take some time to think. Don't be just jumping into something, whatever it is in life, and thinking that it's going to lead you to becoming a success. Put in your time, the due diligence. Put in the time, put in your, do the homework, research it, and that's what's going to lead you to become successful and allow you to make that fast money in life eventually down the road. Because the more you become experienced in doing so, the easier it will be for you to make money and be able to flip that money in time to where your account size starts to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay, so and the better you become as a trader, guess what? You're gonna start ending up seeing where you're not gonna have to spend as much time in the market. To where beginner traders may struggle. They may stay in the market for several hours throughout a session, ups and downs. They're up a trade, then they take a losing trade, they're back to zero, back to break even, then they're up again, back and forth. But that just comes with, you got to put in the blood, sweat, and tears, and put the emotions to the side. So there's so many things that we as people have to work on, because trading, believe it or not, is more mental than anything. Outside of being able to understand and read the charts, it's more mental. It's tough to be when we want to go from simulation trading to live trading. Our palms get sweaty. We may start getting clammy, and because you got that real money on the line then, right? Okay, so just anything in life that you do, learn how to do it the correct way before you jump right into it, okay? Because if not, you're going to be taking that shit right to the bottom of the ocean. As quick as you jumped in, without learning how to do it the correct way, you're going to be anchoring yourself right to the bottom of the ocean, taking that shit with you, okay? And that shit will no longer sell. And you'll be out of the idea, and the goal of becoming a successful trader will be very short-lived for you. But that's all I have for you guys today in this video. Hey, if you're interested in joining our Discord community, we have a community filled with over 800 members now that are future traders. This is the Future Trading channel, so that's what I am pushing. But yeah, here's the Discord here. There's two channels on the server or the Discord community. We have the general chat channel where traders can, if you're a future trader and maybe even new to trading, and wanting to get in some information or understanding about the future markets, come over. You can ask general questions in the general chat section as well. Maybe you're someone that's new, that's actually starting trading or learning how to trade the future markets, and you have questions about, platforms or just certain things that are tied to starting out or beginning to get into the future markets. You can come over to the general chat section and ask questions, as well as you can ask anything, but as long as it pertains to the future markets the general chat channel is set up there or designed. You may have questions that you want to ask other traders on the channel, okay, or the community members on the channel about a specific trade they took, okay. Whatever it is, as long as it pertains to the future markets, all right. Let's see, as well as we have the trading floor. Now the trading floor is set up and designed for us as fellow traders, future traders, to share our zones, levels of interest, trade entries and things of that nature. So this is the channel to basically, as we're trading throughout the day, to where we throw out information on the channel here on the trading floor, like trade entries. I'm always posting my trade entries or zones, because I trade supply and demand, so I'm always throwing zones out there or levels out there that I'm interested in trading from. So and we have a set of rules on the channel, so I'll also make sure to read the rules. They're pretty, this simple set of rules. As long as you can abide by them and follow them, hey, everything is fine, okay? But anyways, I appreciate everyone tuning into the channel today. Also, if you're interested in maybe, because people ask me all the time, how can they sign up to become an elite member? The elite membership or the loyal channel supporter membership, that's through YouTube. So if you go to the home page and you click on the join button, you'll see 2 tiers there. One, which is the loyal channel supporter, and the other one is the elite member or elite member supporter. There's 2 tiers there. Basically, you're just supporting the channel, giving back. Me as a content creator, posting and giving information away for free. I have over 400 videos on the channel to where you can watch me, to where I'm talking about specific topics, to you can watch me live, watch my live recorded trading sessions as well. But again, the 2 tiers there is just a way to support a content creator for the price of a cup of coffee a month, whether it's $4.99 or $6.99. Most everyone who signed up is signed up for the elite channel membership tier, and the reason why is because they receive all the perks and rewards from the first tier, but you also get those exclusive benefits as well, because you get the trade breakdowns where I discuss and go into detail about my trades when I post them weekly, as well as you receive the playlist of videos, which I've narrowed down or hand selected or hand picked a group of videos that I feel like will aid anyone who's interested in understanding and learning the strategy of my trading strategy and how I trade each and every day, basically using paired charts, and it works for new or beginner traders. So maybe something you're interested in, as well as you get the additional member shout outs too. I shout members out on the channel or new members out if they sign up for the elite channel membership. But it's just a way of giving back and supporting the channel if you choose to, or whatever the case is. But you do receive some additional perks as or rewards over the loyal channel supporter membership. Okay, again, that elite membership gives you the trade breakdowns to where basically you get the inside scoop, kind of the in-depth thought process of what I'm thinking before I take a trade. So I basically walk you through the setup as leading me up to that trade. So I talk about why I took the trade, what led me up to taking that trade. So if you're interested in becoming or joining one of those 2 tiers, just click on the join button on the home page on the YouTube channel, or the join button on any one of the videos on the channel, okay? And you'll see the 2 tiers there. Outside of that, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Trade safe if you're trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.